I look up the bio for Jon Fisch. I saw not too long ago you were on David Letterman. Very good job. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
He says he's been on he's claiming. I'm not looking it up. Celebrity Apprentice. Now,
oh yeah,
what is this one of those things? Did it happen to be the same thing Jim Florentine was on?
I didn't see what Jim Florentine was on.
Is it when like they have one of these things to raise money?
Yeah,
and you're the
comedian? They were doing. They had to raise money, and they had two groups. They were down to like 3 celebrities apiece on each team, I think, and they had to each put on a comedy show.
Okay.
And so along with those 3 or 4 celebrities, they were like given their choice of 6 comedians. It was like Rachel Feinstein.
Okay.
Well, it was at Gotham, and Gotham got us in. Yeah.
So the celebrities don't know who you are.
No.
Okay.
I was like Jessica Curson and Wally Collins, Kyle Grooms.
How'd you do?
It didn't matter.
That's true. I'm sorry, but anytime I hear comedians on something like Celebrity Apprentice, I'm like, that's nice.
It didn't matter. It really didn't matter because they ended up getting Jimmy Fallon to come in for our section.
Okay.
And like they were all like, and it's a live thing for that. So that it was a half an hour block, and they're like, he's going to come in at some time during this half hour. And they just had to be ready. And he was going to like sing songs with John Rich, like who's a huge country star.
Right.
He was one of the guys on our team, and they did like 10 or 15 minutes. So the rest of us had to split 15 minutes.
Right.
Oh, wow. Well, did you get to meet Jimmy Fallon? Now you're best buddies?
No, he was in and out.
Oh, really?
We did meet like, because they brought in a lot of celebrities as their audience to make their money. So like we performed for like Billie Jean King, Kevin Kline, and Phoebe Cates.
Right.
And the celebrities that were there were like Meatloaf was on the other team.
That's cool.
Marley Matlin, who was really cool. I think.
Was she laughing at your jokes? Because she would have been just pretending.
She was actually really cool. Yeah. And I wasn't even on her team. And like you could tell how cool she was. And on our team, John Rich was like really cool. Like he gave me his cell phone number.
This is shame on me, but when
like from Big and Rich, right? Am I getting there? Who's Rich? Who's John Rich?
He's a big country star.
Am I getting that
It could
right?
be. There's riches all over the place.
Yeah.
So I would see Marley Matlin, and she would say like a dirty joke or something. I'd be like, God, you are so funny. You're so cool. But I know it's because she's deaf that I'm giving her extra credit.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
She's great.
Okay.
Someone else was telling me how great she was because they worked on the roast and that she was on. She was on a roast a few years back. But LaToya was my team leader.
Oh, Lord. And by the way, I am getting confirmation, yes, Big and Rich.
Okay.
Oh, okay, cool.
Give me one. Like, I never get this shit. Continue.
But what was I saying? LaToya.
Yeah.
So like the day, like we had a rehearsal day, and then the next day we were going to come in and do the show, and we were deciding how we were going to dress, and we're like, LaToya, what do you want? And she's like, I see you all in black.
Oh God.
And like I only had like the black shirt without a logo on that day.
Right.
So like the next day, I was feeling self-conscious with what I was wearing, and it's a lot of downtime. Gotham is right near a Gap. Everything's right near a Gap.
Right.
But I was like, I'm going to go to the Gap. But when you're doing these TV things, they ask you got to ask for permission for every little thing. So I asked the producer guy, I'm like, can I go? And he's like, you got to ask your team leader. So they're taping me going into her trailer like, excuse me, LaToya, do you mind if I run to the Gap to try to get another shirt for the show? And she's like, yes, go ahead. It was so creepy.
You have
and you know what? Yeah, and she is just glowing in this. She's
my God.
Did she take out her scepter and was like, yes? You know what I mean?
She was so, she did not look like a real person. Like Wally Collins, do you know him?
Yeah.
He's a really funny dude. And he was he had gotten a picture with everybody, all the celebrities, except for LaToya. He was like, I just need LaToya. And I'm like, you can go to the Wax Museum and nobody would know the difference